This is about to become a sign of the past in New Brunswick.
Most people are very, very excited about it.
Eating out will no longer mean masks and physical distancing or limited group sizes.
And so far, the vast majority is pretty comfortable with taking the masks off and losing all the restrictions.
The vaccination rates will provide the population level protection.
Even though only 66% of the eligible population is vaccinated, the provincial chief medical officer of health is convinced this is the right move.
The measures of mitigation have to equal the risk. They can't exceed the risk, and right now our risks are low.
There are lots of side effects, and many of them long-term that we don't know about yet for this virus.
This infectious disease specialist doesn't understand New Brunswick's rush. She says asymptomatic carriers could still spread the virus.
Why would we take away masks in indoor places with large numbers of people if people are comfortable with that? It's cheap, it's easy, and we're used to it. Until we have more real data and get more people vaccinated, why would we do that? I don't understand.
The people of this province have done their part.
Premier Blaine Higgs says people deserve to be able to get together again without restrictions, and he'll roll back these new freedoms if he has to.
We'll do what's necessary if it becomes necessary, but we don't believe that will be the case.
At this thrift shop and food bank, the masks won't be coming off just yet because the risk of someone getting sick is too great.
If you don't have food to feed your family because the food bank was closed because of an infection, that would be a pretty big deal for people.
Some other groups and businesses have decided they'll still keep masks and social distancing in place for now as well. But with all the government restrictions gone, it'll be up to individual New Brunswickers to keep themselves safe. Chris O'Neill-Yates, CBC News, Fredericton.
In Alberta, rallies were held in both Calgary and Edmonton today to protest the province's plan to scale back public health measures in the coming weeks.
This will go down in history as the oh my God moment of Alberta politics.
Members of Alberta's medical community say they're frustrated, angry, and scared of what's to come as the Delta variant fuels a rise of COVID-19 cases in the province. They're now calling for the resignation of top officials, including Alberta's Chief Medical Officer of Health. For more on this, we're joined by Raywat Dionandan, an epidemiologist at the University of Ottawa. Provinces are lifting restrictions, but given what we've heard from public health about the Delta variant and a fourth wave, should Canadians be concerned?
We should be a little concerned. Delta is nothing to be messed with. Hyper-transmissible, and it reduces our vaccine efficacy a little bit, which means we have to take our time here. Now, eventually, restrictions will be lifted, but it has to be done slowly as vaccination status goes up. So take our time. We know what we need to do. We have the tools to defeat this disease. What we need is patience and political will and public compliance to do so.
And for those who are unvaccinated, the message is clear. Get your shots. What about people who are fully vaccinated? Does this change anything for them? Should they be changing their behaviors at all? What is the takeaway?
They should be a little slower in how they remove their mitigation strategies. For instance, vaccinated people still need to wear masks indoors, especially around people whose status they don't know, because vaccinated people can still confer infection to unvaccinated people. We have to protect that population that is still susceptible. That means the unvaccinated.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate this, Raywat.
It's my pleasure.
Raywat Dionandan, an epidemiologist at the University of Ottawa.